My role in the biodiesel project is project manager. That entails directing research, making sure everybody stays on track and on time, and facilitating communications between the groups.
In the biodiesel project, I am the research liaison between the growing algae groups and the research group. And in that role, I research different ways to grow algae and report between the two groups to enhance communication.
My role in the project is to turn algae into oil. The process we're using right now is hexane extraction, but we're also looking into better processes or more efficient processes.
My role in the project is to research the most efficient and effective way to grow algae to be turned into biodiesel.
Biodiesel is important to me because I think we need to move on to a future in which we look to renewable, clean energy sources like biodiesel.
In my mind, we need to get ourselves out of the Middle East and get our own fuel sources, and I think that algae-based biofuels is definitely one part of that.
Biodiesel science is important to me because for my generation, I don't want to be scrabbling for heat and electricity when there are definitely other sources that we can tap into. We just need to learn how to cultivate them.
I think it's becoming more and more important as we see rising gas prices, heating oil, all these other problems we're having with fossil fuels, and the fact that we're dependent on foreign countries for them. I think an alternative that we can control is very important.
My favorite part about the project is that there's a lot of freedom involved. It's not us reporting to a teacher about what we've learned every day, and it's not somebody telling us what to do. We're really free to do what we think is important and what we want to learn from this.
I really like how students take control with a hands-on approach where you're actually doing and seeing the science as it is. It's something that they can go in and use these skills in a job or wherever life may take them.
I like how it gets us into the lab but out of the classroom, so that we can work trial and error based instead of a teacher giving us a sheet of instructions and saying do this and you'll get an A.
I like a lot of things about the biodiesel project. It's a wonderful opportunity to get an independent project under your belt as a high school student, and we've taken some interesting field trips to Yukon for their biodiesel symposium, and we've learned a lot from each other about how to cultivate algae.
Most of us will probably end up who don't end up in academia will be in industry, where we have to work in a team and communicate and cooperate and really have to work to get a project done instead of just learn things.
I learned a lot about project systems, things that are useful outside of class.
It gives us a chance to actually learn something. I'm more of a doer than just sitting there and watching someone else do something, so it helps me to actually do things in the project, so I feel like I'm learning what's being done, and I get a better sense of what it takes to be a biodiesel researcher.
It's teaching me a lot of things across the disciplines. I'm learning all these skills for helping with people, managing communication networks, basically information. And through the years I've learned a little bit about what doesn't work to manage people and how not to nag and nag at the same time, if that makes any sense.